Hi there. So I want to chat a bit about the upcoming full moon. The full moon is in Sagittarius, moon in Sagittarius, and the sun is in Gemini. It happens the 31st of this month of May and second full moon of month. Blue moon, very special. I'm sure you've heard about it. I'm sure you've heard lots of people talking about this moon. I've been trying to feel into the energy, and I've been feeling the energy for quite a bit. The stone that's really drawn me for this energy is this black moonstone. And what I feel from this black moonstone is is an energy of getting deep within to one's core truth in a really gentle way, a truth of who we each are individually and what we wish to express in our own particular way. Now, I made this video a couple of times this evening. It's been different each time. The last time I was actually ready to upload it to YouTube, and I realized that, well, the video failed with regard to the sound, and I'm hoping that sound is good for this one. So instead of redoing all of the things that I said in that video and drawing new cards and stuff like that, I thought I would leave the cards that were already in place. And let me just put that up here too. Okay, that was there. And kind of create a new video with the same elements. So here we go. Today with the moon in mind, and I was playing with a deck. I was just kind of shuffling. It's something I do every once in a while, pick up a deck and just shuffle. Um, and I didn't really have a question in mind. I was just kind of wanting to feel the energy of the cards. I was using the Light Seers deck, which I don't use often. It's the deck that called to me today. And this card popped up, and I just love the imagery in this tower card. I love how it really depicts how knocking down some of this structure will ease the journey, ease the task of this squirrel. The squirrel does not need to spend so much energy building a mountain over his or her acorns. So much energy is spent getting them there and then getting back out and then trying to retrieve them. That it's feeling that much guard, that much safety, it's just not necessary. It's just too much of an energy expenditure, and that it's time to release some of that. Let it go. Let the unnecessary go. I'm just actually noticing now the light of this full moon the um, behind the tower, and actually kind of diminishing this pile a bit will allow the light of the moon to send the blessings more freely and fully. Another card that popped out that I kind of felt was, well, I did feel, not kind of, nice in conjunction with the tower is this judgment card. This feeling of letting go of some of the things that had been carried along, uh, and releasing releasing energy to be expressed in a different way. In a freer way. Um, we see the most known imagery is the Rider Waite, and where a structure that had been too confining needed to be released. The energy could not be contained any longer in this very narrow structure. I noticed. I did happen to notice in looking at this through the camera that this person is falling, but it almost looks as if they're falling into a heart-shaped cloud. That it's actually more loving to let go of some of the stuff that binds us, that holds us in place, and and to listen to one's heart, one's soul, one's calling. Um and it and you know and that this moon feels that that is being asked of us, and not in a dramatic, drastic way, not being called to release in a way that feels harmful, but in a way that is freeing. um the Sufi deck, and I like to use this with the moon a lot, shows a similar structure, a very rigid structure, um, being just toppled in order for a more gentle feeling of cooperation and collective calling. This feels very solitary. And in this pairing, it feels like there is an ask to, yeah, maybe join with the like minded, find one's tribe. Um, uh, there is there is a joy in all that we have done to actually create this structure. Um, there is, when maybe in things to give an example, we might have over time established a collection of things, a collection of china, a collection of crystals, of tarot cards, of whatever. But there's a point when maintaining all of that becomes more of a burden than a pleasure. And at different points, we it is better to release, let go. Doesn't have to be a lightning bolt that causes us to disperse the energy. I think the tower is really an ask to disperse, and the judgment is an ask to listen, to hear one's calling, one's soul calling. The last one I'm going to show you here is the Star Tarot, where there is a dove um, maintaining the energy within this structure, which is it's a volcano. But once the release, there is an access. The dove is free to move forward, become toward a greater vision. In this constellation, in the bear, is the North Star, true north. So I love this pairing of cards for this moon. I'm not sure if I said it yet, but the the Sagittarius and Gemini are both mutable signs. The cardinal signs are the initiators, or energy. Cardinal energy is initiating energy, um, followed by fixed energy, which is the doing, the collecting, and then following fixed energy is mutable energy, where everything is tweaked, refined. Yes. So in the last video that did not that failed, I did pull a card from a pocket oracle. This mystic shaman, mystical shaman or oracle, and I got Taming of the Wind, and that really, to me, reflected the energy of this figure, though she has accumulated many many rewards, many awards. I feel like she's earned each item that she is wearing. It's become just so weighty, and and it has become a burden that does not allow the moon to to meet her cheeks. So there's a call to maybe thin and thin thin it a bit, and discard what is no longer necessary to carry. All right. It's a number 55, and fives are change. But 55 becomes a 1, which is a more focused path forward. That there. I also picked a card. I did shuffle from the angel cards. The card that came up was change. Life is a journey. It would be very unfulfilling if each step was exactly the same as the last, because life is always changing. It is forever fresh and new. Allow your life to unfold gracefully. Be grateful for what was, is, and for whatever will be. And in despite change, nothing will ever be able to take the memories we have gathered along the way. We just do not need to cloak ourselves in them. The charm that I picked was this golden key, and which seems like a really positive sign toward a new, the new. That and that in the releasing, the key to the new is given. On this key is written the word presto. Now, Sagittarius is ruled by Jupiter, which is a really benevolent energy, like a big hug from Grandpa. And Gemini, where the sun is sitting, is ruled by Mercury. Mercury is all about communication. Mercury, the tarot card for Mercury is the Magician. So, presto. The key. The thing about it is that in the releasing, there is ability to truly see and access one's tools. One's energies are not spent holding everything. Okay. Lastly, I will tell you that I've been carrying in the last few days. I've just moved to carry a few things. I've carried the moonstone, the black moonstone. I've carried a piece of tourmaline for just energetic protection. Also carried a few medals. I have been carrying Archangel Michael, And I honestly thought I still had Archangel Michael in my pocket along with Archangel Gabriel. Archangel Gabriel is all about communication and messages. And so I would say that to heed the messages that come along, even if they're not verbal. Perhaps it might be a card you see. It might be I don't know, a bird that comes and sits um, on a on a branch outside your window. Doesn't matter what the message is. Just heed the messages and also give voice to your own yeah, your own truth. Okay. The second one is and I wasn't did not realize this is the one I've been carrying. Um, Archangel Uriel, and that is about inner wisdom. She Archangel Uriel um, really speaks to transformation and inner wisdom. So yes, I think a releasing can access that for each of us. Okay, I'm gonna leave it there. I know this was a little odd. I like the way the messages fit together, and I really didn't want to try to draw them again. All right, it is what it is. I love you. I love each and every one of you. And until next time, bye.